by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal as the NBA season begins to pick up steam. Tonight we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. And when you take a look at the Lakers, they've only come out in front in one of their first 3 games so far. So a win tonight will be important to them, to be at 500 instead of 3 games under. Shaq, can we talk? Just you and me, just guys. I won't let this go any further than here. It's just you and me talking.
All right, let's do it, Ernie.
You and me talking about Kobe Bryant and your relationship to Kobe. What was that like for real?
Well, in any job, Ernie, personalities are a part of it. It's about success. It's also about the fit. You know, there's an old saying, you don't have to like what I do, but you have to respect what I do. And obviously we respected each other. Shaq and Kobe is the greatest 1-2 punch ever assembled.
And I was just kidding. A lot of folks just heard what you had to say. There's no taking it back. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
What?
Sorry. Gotcha.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against the Sacramento Kings.
Well, they benefited from some very loose play from their opponents that night, Clark.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game. Some were caused by their good defensive play, but some were just careless.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Lakers right now, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. And it's Young in at the 3 slot. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Lee sets a screen for Thompson. He feeds it to Curry. Bogut with a screen on Hill. Curry's shot is good.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors are really a team with gifted passers, especially in the front court. Somewhat surprising that they were only in the middle of the pack in assists last season and one of the worst teams when it comes to turnovers.
Here's Hill. No good. The Warriors go the other way with it. It's Thompson off the drive. Fires the 3. Bryant with the rebound. Lee. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
The Warriors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
David Lee with 1.
Well, David Lee, a 2-time All-Star. Over the past 5 seasons, he's averaged about 19 points and over 10 boards a game. Impressive numbers.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Byron Scott had a few moments to share with me. He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying, There just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
All right, Doris. Bryant drives in. Hill passes to Nash. 5 to shoot, and Bryant kicks to Boozer. They need this. Hill trying to break free, and Boozer lays it in. Boozer's got his first basket of the night. And David Lee, so consistently productive, and yet he's had his critics.
Well, I think part of it is because people tend to focus on what guys can't do sometimes instead of all the things they do. And David Lee gives you consistent production as a scorer, as a finisher, and he's an underrated passer as well. And you know what you're going to get from him every time he steps between those lines. Great effort and pretty consistent production.
Boozer gets the bucket.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Lee passes to Curry. They get it again.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
And Nash, here we go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now here's Curry. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. From deep, Iguodala. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points.
Now here's Lee. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well. Guys, he made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
Nash kicks to Young. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Bogut dishes to Thompson. That one off the back iron and out. Nice shot by Bogut.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
Nash, the pass to Kobe. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Now, here's Curry. The inside. He's covered by Boozer. Back to Lee. From 15 feet away. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Lee's got 7. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Clippers.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against the defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league. And let's take a look at last season and the numbers for Andrew Bogut. 6th in blocks. And he did a lot of work on the glass, battling his way into the top 15 performers in the rebound category.
And you know, Steve, when you're talking about a shot blocker, it's sometimes hard to put into words what those blocks mean. You also have to consider the shots that he changes. Excellent length, and he's really quick off his feet, so he can just about get to any shot, if not block it, to at least bother it.
Boozer kicks to Nash. Young outside, fires from deep. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 4th assist in this one. You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him to such a bargain extension. But when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player.
Now, here is Young after the miss from David Lee. Nash kicks to Bryant. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors leading by 7. Curry dishes to Bogut. Curry against Hill. It's Iguodala with the drive. Bogut the pass to Curry. Puts one up from 19, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Now Young inside. Shot is off. Great D that time from Iguodala.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Good D by Boozer. Lakers trail by 7. Boozer a screen on Thompson. And Bryant kicks to Boozer. The shot hands it from short range. Boozer's got 6.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Now here's Iguodala. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Nash kicks to Bryant. Trying to find Boozer, and he does now. Back to Kobe. Gets the front of the rim and out. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Curry, and some very quick points for him on that possession. He's got 7.
Boy, he's looked great so far. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for 2nd in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for David Lee. Barnes is checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Lakers trail by 9.
And Steph Curry's first triple-double, how about this? It happened early last season, and it only took him 3 quarters of play. In what was an early statement game for the Warriors against the hapless Sixers, Steph showed them who was in charge that night. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Golden State. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. The Lakers in 5th.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
The first one falls. And Steph Curry, Steve, one of the best rebounding point guards in the NBA throughout his young career.
Yeah, not the strongest or the most explosive athlete, but incredible coordination and anticipation. And so his feel for the game allows him to figure out where to be before everybody else on the floor.
The Lakers last season, and this is a remarkable factoid here, folks, that was only the 6th time in franchise history, going all the way back to the 40s, that the Lakers have missed the playoffs. Obviously, the Lakers fans are not accustomed to missing the postseason.
Lakers trail by 6. Davis sets a screen. Johnson left side. Left side, Lynn. Henry dishes to Lynn. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good. Lynn's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And for the Lakers last season, Steve, with the departure of Dwight Howard, you knew the team on paper had less talent, but the hope was that the chemistry would improve.
And I thought it did. The chemistry was good. Kevin, they just didn't have enough talent. And when Kobe and Nash went down, it didn't matter who was out there, who was coaching. You know, it was just going to be a situation where they were not going to be able to win enough games.
Here's Henry, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Henry passes to Lynn. Davis setting the pick for Lynn. He dishes it to Henry. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And another three for the Lakers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The Lakers trail. Now Henry, outside, Lynn. It's Davis on the wing, guarded by Green. Johnson kicks to Henry. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Henry's got 5 points so far.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Here's Barnes with 1 on the clock, and he lays it up and in. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Warriors ahead, leading by just 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Coming up next Tuesday, November 4th, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers. Make sure to catch it.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break hoops, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
The Warriors leading. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Johnson is out there with Davis. Then it's Randy. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Henry in at the 2 spot. Now here's Spates. And here is Henry. Kicks to Lin. Lakers working the ball around now. Davis with a screen on Iguodala. For 3. That's good from Randall on the assist by Lin. Randall's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Lakers. The Warriors shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. Iguodala setting the pick for Green. To the left wing. Livingston dishes to Green. To the left side wing. Iguodala outside. Lets the 3 fly. No good. And it's the Lakers the other way. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Well, these are a pair of conference rivals that are going to be very familiar with each other by the end of the season. This is just the first of 4 games they'll see each other.
Now here's Lynn. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
He did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Starting out this series, Clark, they're just, getting a feel for each other, feeling out this year's roster.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the early season, you do a little scouting. This is where you get your bearings and kind of figure out what you need to do to beat those guys. I love these rivalries.
Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Here's Henry. He's got 8. Johnson in the corner. Fires for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve. As well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
Now here's Barnes. A 14-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Dishes to Livingston. Barnes against Davis. Barnes can't get it to go.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Outside, Lynn. Pass to Henry. Johnson outside. From past the arc. That's good. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
Starting to really play well here and trying to pull away.
Yeah, and they're doing it effectively, Steve. I mean, they're on all cylinders right now, clicking beautifully.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, the Warriors taking strides to enhance their player development. They bought a D-League team and moved it to nearby Santa Cruz.
And that team actually played in the D-League Finals in the championship game, lost to Fort Wayne. That's enabled their younger players, though, that D-League team, to practice with the NBA teammates, and that's got to be a positive.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Lee comes in for Draymond Green, and it's Klay Thompson in for Harrison Barnes. Now here's Iguodala. Thompson outside. It's stolen by Bryant. And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. Shot's good from Young. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, they are just red hot, guys. Not missing a thing.
Sometimes you see a player get on a tear like this, Steve, but never an entire team.
Well, the big thing for the Warriors, they've done a good job the last couple of years creating a culture of work. Players sticking around in the summer, the younger players working hard, working together to get better, and it's really affected the organization in a positive way.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Nash comes in for Jeremy Lin. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Thompson kicks to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock to stop the drought. Good, he hits the jump shot. Lee's got 9.
And yet, guys, despite the investment the Warriors have made in player development and buying draft picks, they're still looking for more consistency from their bench guys. Work to be done there.
Now, here's Nash. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and that one's good. Kobe's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Nash the pass to Bryant. Young outside. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. Nash with it. And Young kicks to Kobe. Hill a screen on Thompson. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Bryant has the open look. Again, the Lakers.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, interestingly, guys, Stephen Curry got angry last season when the GMs of the league ranked him the third best shooting guard in the NBA. He said, "I've heard people ever since high school saying, quote, I'm too small. I can't play point guard. Now I'm not a true point guard? Well, I'm certainly not a stereotypical pass-first point guard, but the way I can run the show will manifest itself." Kevin?
The great ones always find that motivation. Thanks, Doris.
Tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Well, looking at David Lee, guys, the one thing that really stands out about him, and there's a lot, but a very well-rounded offensive game.
Well, he's so mobile. He's an ambidextrous finisher around the rim. He can step out and hit that mid-range jumper. The ability to use both hands kind of reminds me of you, Kevin, how you sometimes hold the mic in your left hand, sometimes with the right.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, one thing about Steve, he is observant. You know that. He doesn't miss much.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
And David Lee is great playing off the ball in the pick and roll. He really is one of the very best at that particular skill. He can put it on the deck, handles it in many ways like a guard in 6-7 dribble situations, and with his passion he can punish the defense for trying to help and double team him.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. And the Lakers also making a switch. Boozer's checked in, and good on the second, so he makes them both.
And you talk about Lee's versatility. He can score with his back to the basket or facing up, a real triple threat from the high post.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Now here's Curry, 11 points in the game, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 13.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He was intent on running the offense through Kobe. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Pass to Boozer. Nice D from Bogut. Warriors trail by 12. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Off the pick. Boozer with the defensive effort.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
It's stolen by Curry. Now Lee inside. Thompson against Kobe. Down low. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old-school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz. That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness. Well, last season the Lakers found themselves in a position they are not quite accustomed to. Last in the Western Conference, a nightmare season for the storied franchise.
Lakers leading by 14. Here's Young. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first half.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Curry gets the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's been 4 years now since the new ownership group took over in Golden State, and I think they've got to be proud of how they've turned this organization around in a short time. 2 straight trips to the playoffs. That actually equaled their total over the previous 20 seasons.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Davis is checked in for Ryan Kelly. Now here's Nash. Looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Young on the wing. Shoots from 12. Good on the jump shot. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. And the Warrior ownership group bought the team for a then-record $450 million back in 2010. But the team was recently valued, Steve, at $800 million.
Well, some of that is winning, some of that is the new CBA, but regardless, I mean, they've doubled their season ticket base to over 14,000, and they've actually cut it off there. There's a waiting list now to buy season tickets.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Spates checked in for David Lee. And then for the Lakers, Henry comes in for Bryant. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Nash. And that one falls for Young.
You know, there's always a lot of nicknames in the NBA. I loved what became of Nick Young last year in LA. All of a sudden, he dubbed himself Swaggy P, and it caught on. It seemed like the whole league kind of loved watching him play and referring to him by that nickname.
Now, here's Thompson. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
32 seconds left in the second quarter.
And Nick Swaggy Young, they call him. Swaggy P, never swaggier than last season. The top scoring rate of his career and some of the best efficiency as well. And he has some huge nights.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Another trip to the strike form, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
Randall's checked in for Los Angeles. Johnson comes in for Nick Young. That one misses. Warriors trailed by 14. It's Curry with the drive.
It's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
Lin against Curry. Fades and shoots. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got his second basket.
He doesn't need to fade away on that move. He can go straight up, make it an easier shot.
Here's Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
Stephen Curry amped up on O.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers lead by 12. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, gentlemen, I'm here with David Lee. And David, how would you assess this game thus far, and what is your intention in the second half?
I thought our team did a great job of continuing to fight. We're going to continue to work, and I'm going to try to get my teammates involved. We have great shooters on this team, and I'm going to try to make passes to get them open.
Well, you're a terrific passer. We know you'll deliver, David. Thank you. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
been a solid outing for Curry. 22 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it.
Warriors trail by 12. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. That is good. And that's 15 points for David Lee.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Nash kicks to Boozer. Back to Nash. Wants to get it to Kobe and does. Lakers passing it around. Clock at 4. And Young, here we go. That's good from 17 feet away. Young's got 12 in the game.
Wow, what a shot. I'm not sure how he made that one.
Yep, heat check time.
Here's the screen. Bryant against Thompson. Outside Curry. They double team Curry. Thompson inside the line. Here's Lee. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. 17 points in the game.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris.
Well, the Lakers were coming into the season with only about $11 million in salary committed, a chance to attract 2 max free agents, but then they gave Kobe Bryant that 2-year, $50 million extension. So that seems to possibly postpone the rebuild that the Lakers have by maybe 2 more years.
Here's Nash after the made shot from David Lee. Nash outside. On the wing, Bryant. He's covered by Thompson. Bryant's shot is off.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, Kobe has always had an alpha personality, but I don't think he came into the league as a natural leader. He was more of a loner, and as his career has worn on, he's realized the need to really engage his teammates for the good of the team.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lee is screen on Nash. Curry kicks to Lee. Stolen by Boozer. And it's Nash at the elbow. Kobe with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
And Kobe Bryant, I think we've noticed, becoming less guarded in interviews, seems to be a little more open and forthcoming and authentic. And I think that's helped him express his personality both with teammates and the public. And I find it to be kind of refreshing and a good thing.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times, an easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Nash kicks to Boozer. The dish now to Kobe. Buries it down low. Kobe's got 14 points for the game. And Kobe, Steve, one of the most intense competitors the league has seen. Sometimes that intensity, though, can rub teammates the wrong way.
Well, the great ones always challenge their teammates to be at their best, and sometimes, it can go overboard. I think the challenge for Kobe is to figure out his new teammates, what makes them tick, and make sure he pushes the right buttons.
Now, here is Young after the miss from Stephen Curry. Bryant drives in. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Feeds it to Lee. The pass to Curry. Back to Lee, and stolen by Nash. And now here comes Kobe, leading the break.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? 16 points and 1 steal as well.
He's been so good at both ends of the floor, guys, but what's impressed me the most is his offensive performance.
I don't know, Steve. I think the work he's done defensively has been pretty impressive, too.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And we're also seeing that power down low. A lot of good offensive moves down on the block.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Ryan Kelly, he's checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Bryant. A lot of strange things happened last season, but one of them was having a playoff bracket with no Laker presence. Very odd.
Don't expect that to happen very often. I mean, it's rare when that is the case. It's been a while since they were completely left out of the playoff picture, and that's not going to be the norm going forward.
Bogut, and it's good, assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight. Lakers leading by 12. Now here's Nash. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And there's the feed to Kobe. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. So it's the Lakers now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Kobe dishes to Kelly. 6 to shoot. Shot from 16. Bryant's shot is good. Bryant's got 20 points.
For the Lakers, it was the first time since the 04-05 season that they didn't play postseason basketball.
Livingston kicks to Curry. Lets it go from 14. And it's Golden State with another.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things. Well, the Lakers are a franchise that not only expects to play in the postseason, but they anticipate and expect making deep runs into the playoffs and ultimately winning championships. They have the means, the resources to get back in that position in a hurry. So I'll tell you what, I wouldn't feel too bad about their postseason streak getting broken.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Well, you take a look back to last year, guys. This is a club that converted about 76% of its free throws.
That free throw good from Young. Well, everyone knew that the Warriors were going to be a team on the rise after their deep run in 2013. Steve, you saw it firsthand, and they climbed to the ranks of the best in the West in 2014.
Well, they didn't end up where many had hoped, which would have been in the top 4 of the conference, but they were powerful at times and tough to stop. And in the West, they still finished 6th. It just shows you the depth of the conference.
And so Young nails them both.
And to be fair to the Warriors, 6th in the West is still a pretty significant accomplishment when you consider how many really good teams are out there in the Western Conference. A 50-win season is great, but when it only gets you the 6th seed, that's the problem.
Warriors trail by 14. Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Green kicks to Iguodala. Now Bryant passes it to Kelly. Young dishes to Lynn. Outside, Kobe. Shot clock at 5. Young outside. From the arc. Green with the rebound.
And for the Warriors, yes, they finished 6th in the West last year, but they can compete with anyone in the conference with their shooting. In fact, they hit about 40% of their threes against Western Conference teams last year.
Outside, Lynn. Over to the left wing. A baseline J, and that one's good. Kelly. And the Lakers lead by 13. Warriors have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Livingston passes to Kerr. They double-team Kerr.
Well, guys, maybe the most important play in the NBA that isn't really tracked at all is the screen. A good one can make a huge difference in creating a high-percentage shot, but it's a play that so often goes overlooked.
The Lakers with the ball. Lakers leading by 13. Outside, Lynn. Young sets a screen for Lynn. Kelly kicks to Bryant. And again, it's the Lakers. In screens, Clark getting more attention with modern scouting. The old stats look at the outcome of a play, make, the miss. It's like evaluating chess by only the checkmate.
No, I agree. I mean, you start to dig deeper and get to other layers of how you analyze the numbers and how that affects how you game plan to discover the tendencies of players. And all of that you're doing in an effort to become more successful.
And here is Lynn after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Here's Kelly, guarded by Green. A shot by Kelly, no good. Warriors trail by 12. Green dishes to Iguodala. He kicks it to Kerr. Fires from deep. And it's Iguodala missing. Lakers shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Young for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Iguodala's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Out to the right wing. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Outside Curry. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Lakers leading by 12. Lynn with it. Now Green defending. A nice shot by Lynn.
Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Green with a screen for Iguodala. He feeds it to Livingston. And the wide open shot from Green. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 6 assists now in the game. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Kicks to Young. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Kelly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors trail by 11. Lee, a screen on Lynn. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Misses the 3. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Kerr. The 11-footer. The shot's good from Bryant. Kobe's got 24 points.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
It's Curry outside. Off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers ahead. They lead by 13. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
Coming up Thursday, November 6th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets. Live from Houston. Be there.
So it's the Lakers now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Phoenix game turns out for sure.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Jeremy Lin is out there with Xavier Henry. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Carlos Boozer. And it's Davis in at the 4. 2 on the clock. Henry misses. Warriors trail by 13. Dishes it to Green. Outside Curry. Spates sets a screen. Curry passes to Spates. Back to Curry. Outside Curry from 12 feet out. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Spates has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Los Angeles leading by 11. Lin dishes to Boozer. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. That's 10 points for Carlos Boozer.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes. And here is Green. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Curry. Shoots from the line. That's good. Curry's got 29. So it's the Lakers now. They lead by 11. Lin the pass to Davis. It's stolen by Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson left side. Pass to Spates. Back to Thompson. Outside Curry. Green dishes to Curry. Clock at 6. 16 feet away. Henry with the rebound.
No breathing room at all to take that shot. Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Lin kicks to Henry. Back to Lin. Pass to Henry. Outside, Lin. The dish to Johnson. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. It's Thompson off the drive. Green, the pass to Thompson. Feeds to Spates. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Henry with it. On the wing, Davis. Johnson outside. And there's the pass to Lin. The feed to Henry. And stolen by Spates. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Thompson outside. Curry with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 32 points.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Here's Boozer. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Outside Curry. In low to Spates. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been too late.
But they're not all the way where they need to be yet, Steve. They've got to keep pushing through.
And the Lakers call time here.
Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him, and that might be a good move, developing his shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Nash comes in for Jeremy Lin. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Now, here's Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the three. And another three for Golden State. In most spades, a backup big for Florida during their second NCAA title in 07.
And he declared for the draft in 2008. He's taken 16th overall. He's been a solid rotation player throughout his career. He could probably improve a little bit defensively, but offensively, he's got the ability to score out there, both inside and out.
Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played Clark, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with their spread-out system might have limited his playing time.
And Hill tried to develop his outside shot to better fit into the Lakers' offense last year, but that's not his strength. I mean, where he's best is his ability to use his size and athleticism on the boards and really defensively as well.
Lee's checked in for the Warriors. And then for the Lakers, Nick Young's checked in for Johnson. And Kobe is subbed in for Xavier Henry. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And Hill is one of the best rebounders in the league. He's a quality defender as well, and he can play some center. So if he can stay healthy, I think he's a guy that can really be a player to watch.
It's Thompson off the drive. Bogut dishes to Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Wow, this offensive explosion, and finally narrowing this gap.
And it came as they were standing at death's door. I didn't think we'd have this close a game at this stage of the fourth quarter, Steve.
Boozer against Lee. And Bryant slams it in. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
Well, I just, you know what, Kevin?
Disgusting.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Well, how about David Lee in this one? He has 9 rebounds and several assists. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
Yeah, he's doing all those little things that are so important.
That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws. Carlos Boozer amnestied by the Bulls this offseason after 4 years in Chicago. They still have to pay his salary, Steve, but it doesn't count against their cap.
Yeah, that's been rumored for a couple of years, and it finally came true, Kevin. So a new team for Boozer, and looking to bounce back after what was one of the worst seasons of his career, at least statistically.
Shots good from Young. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. Passes it to Thompson. Kobe against Curry. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And Boozer last season had expressed his unhappiness with the rotation in Chicago. Passed over for the younger Taj Gibson in the fourth quarter. Gibson was seen as a more reliable defender, though, and typically coaches default to defense late in game. Boozer, with plenty of motivation this season, to prove his worth as far as fourth quarter minutes go.
Young's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. The 17-footer. Curry, good! Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And Boozer, a rugged rebounder and interior scorer with the ability to step out and hit that mid-range jump shot. Interesting to see how he fits in.
Timeout called the Lakers. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He was intent on running the offense through Kobe. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. He wants them to also play at a very up-tempo pace, push the ball up the court as quickly as possible. That was his message. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thanks.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Bogut with a screen on Nash. Curry kicks to Bogut. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Look at the night for Andrew Bogut. He has 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
Shooting for Golden State, Andrew Bogut. He has 2.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
I'm sure he'd like that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving points at the line.
Nash kicks to Young. Outside for Kobe. Back to Young. Puts it up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Lee's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Curry kicks to Lee. Nails the baby hook. Lee's got 21 in the game.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're ahead by 3. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Young outside, on the wing, Kobe. Back to Young. He kicks it to Nash. Here's Hill. It's Young on the wing. 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there. Looking at the numbers for Nick Young, he's got 16 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line, and on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Second one is good. We both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
As a team, they're hovering around 86 to 87% from the line. That's exactly what you want to see. I mean, converting at that rate, that'll win you a lot of games.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 5. 107 left to play in the final quarter. .107 left in the fourth quarter. Curry with it. Guarded now by Nash. Curry passes to Lee. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Whoa, Nelly. Listen to that.
That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
That was huge, guys. Absolutely huge.
Here's Hill. He feeds it to Boozer. Connects.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Clark, no room for error
Kevin,
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
Big time bucket inside. He had to get that one over the top, and he did.
And in the face of a defender who was towering over him, too.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Kobe kicks to Nash. Shot clock at 6. Here's Young. Yes!
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'll be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're losing by 5. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And obviously time is the big factor here, guys. They need to get points fast and then go for the steal, and if not, a quick foul.
Hard as it is, you just have to hope the guy you send to the line doesn't convert.
And the Warriors with possession here. Here's Curry with the 3. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And a chance here to send it into overtime.
Need a 3.
Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Well, in a tie game, he is trying to carry this team all by himself.
Timeout called the Lakers. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. We've got overtime action now, folks. Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke on our sideline, and this is Kevin Harlan. So the Lakers win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. It's Lee, top of the key. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 25 points for David Lee. Lynn dishes to Boozer. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Been a nice game for Boozer. He has 12 points and 1 steal.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate the all-around effort that he's put in here today.
The numbers tell the story, Steve. He is filling up just about every column of that box sheet.
And he makes the first. Boozer hits them both. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Curry. They double-team Curry. Lee sets a screen for Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Lynn against Curry. And Young, here we go. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Kicks to Bogut. Iguodala outside. Thompson from long range. Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And as they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
I agree. Hill, a screen on Thompson. Bryant passes to Hill. Back to Bryant. Clock at 6. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Bryant's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Thompson for 3. Shot's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Boozer with the screen for Kobe. In the corner, it's Lynn. And Bryant kicks to Young. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Again, Young missing.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Lynn kicks to Kobe. In low to Boozer. Lee with the block. Now Iguodala. Dishes it to Bogut. Golden State moving the ball around. It's tipped. Dives for it. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. 3 minutes gone now here in overtime. Here's Lee. Shot is off. Boozer with the defensive effort. Lakers trail by 3. Young with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. And Bryant kicks to Lynn. Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here. Both free throws good from Bryant.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like what we have here.
Pass to Curry. We're now over 3.5 minutes through this overtime period. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Kobe's running. Nails it!
Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trailed by 1. 20 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What do you think, guys?
Well, and you've got the luxury here of running a play, so you want to do something you're very comfortable with.
Absolutely, Steve. I mean, no need to panic whatsoever. I mean, they're in a very good spot right here.
Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. Bryant against Thompson. Screen by Lee. Thompson dishes to Kerr. From about 16, it falls! Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
It's come down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to catch the ball, make a quick pass, and then get it airborne.
And here's Kobe for 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play. They didn't look tired at all to me.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game,